Okay. Okay, there we go. We're live. Let's get started. So, yesterday we were yes, so sorry. Where is this? What do we need? Need this. Let's go. So yesterday we were working with the menu and we'll continue from this, but I noticed a bug and we're gonna have to fix it. And I don't know how hard it is to fix because I have a few widgets that use this functionality. So the bug is I'm treating highlight and selection of the widgets the same way. And I'm gonna turn on the music just a tiny bit because it's a little bit too loud, I think. And let's see if I can get the chat here. Just in case somebody's just... Oh, it doesn't show. Okay, well, that's fine. Let me make sure. I always do that. Okay, now we're live. Okay, so we're starting from yesterday. Basically, what we were doing was the this menu. There's one, hang on. This one, so we'll keep building on this, but I'm having an issue now. I'm having a bug with the grid because I'm treating like the widgets on this grid. I'm treating them like if you highlight, I'm treating the same as selection. So they are different things. So you can highlight and select. So we'll have to support both. And the problem is like I have two selection here, but here I have highlight. So the correct thing to do would be, do I know how many? I don't think we have the, I think we only have the code references here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have the code references. Okay, so what we gotta do is actually on the grid, not here, on this one, instead of select, it should be highlight. And this should be unhighlight. And this should be highlight. That should be the correct way to do this. But I know that this will break a little bit of prefab, so we'll have to see that. Okay. Where is the prefab? That would be on the grid here. Because we can find where the prefab is. There you go. Okay. Let's see. So yeah. None of the, like, this shouldn't exist, but I'm already using this so much that I fear that if I remove from the code, what I can say is I can put a deprecated tag on this. On this one, I can say wait. How do I notify the... Is there a way to notify the inspector? I don't know how... I don't remember how to do this, actually. But essentially, we're calling two methods here to events. Crash. Yeah, this is the correct way to do this, but I know that in my code somewhere I'm using this, and I shouldn't use this. I don't know how to do this step. I don't think I can. Forgot how to do this, but anyways, basically I'm not to use this anymore. Now, there's a way. Let's see if there's a way. I mean, there might be a way, because what I want to figure out is if there's a way that I can... found the thing that I was looking for. It's not giving me what I want. Hang on. Is this working? Oh, it is. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's see. Let me research if there's a way to do this. Because all I want is to figure out, like, which prefabs in my UI are using this. So, see if I can find something on Google. Is there a way to find which prefabs in Unity are using a specific event? I'll put this as an example. Well, let's see what I can find from search. Because if I can figure that out, then I can basically... Well, this class is kind of useless, so I can kind of remove it. Oh, that's interesting. Another way we can figure that out is by understanding which widgets use this. So obviously the one that I'm working on right now, the upgrade tree that we don't care about, the enemy, and the item. Those are the only ones. I mean, we could just say, can we? I think we can do from here, I guess. I guess we could just say that. Sorry, guys, a little bit sleepy. But I guess we could just say that we search by type. Because assuming those are the only types that are using this, then the only possible prefabs are those. So widget upgrade tree, although I don't think we're gonna have that. Widget upgrade tree in assets. Nothing. What's the other one? Widget enemy. That's weird, because they should find something, right? Widget item. I'm pretty sure we have prefab for that. Widget item. But that doesn't really help me because it's not working. I mean, should that be too hard? What is this 52? Because if I go here, say, widget, what am I calling this again? Widget item, for example. Let's focus on that one first. No, we see nothing here, but I'm pretty sure that we have one. Let's see. Great. Yeah, see? Although this one is... Oh, yeah, so it is using this. Okay. Well, in this case... I mean, this one is easy, right? So with the... That's easy. Because I'm only using those on controllable panels. So enemy, game item, upgrade tree, we don't even care about that. So copy. Okay. This one is not even using those events. This one not using this. This one is something else. Technically, I could just delete this class. I think that could give me what I need. Okay, let's see. So, we got the enemy here. The game item. I mean, not that I care too much. Now that I'm seeing this, it's basically just feedback animation, right? So that doesn't scare me that much anymore, which is good. And I had it for blessings and I deleted it. Haha, that's fine. I can fix this. The one that I actually cared about is the one that I didn't do anything for. I think it was just the animations. Select. Well, see, this is what I'm getting it wrong. So it's not select. This is gonna be highlights. And this is why it was so confusing yesterday. But now it's making a little bit more sense. Okay. Also, I understand now this is the pause menu. That's why this makes sense. Then I'll delete this. This is a panel, so we'll do this just so it's a little bit easier to identify. No. Yeah, I still have to clean up a lot of this. Let's focus on the first things first. So in here we have buttons and widgets. This is all for the pause menu anyways, so it's good. Let's see. So I have blessing level. Wait, oops. We don't have this anymore. Where's the... I'm gonna delete that. I'll say this is the Book of Souls entry, so that essentially is an enemy, right? But I don't know. I don't remember if it was a grid. So pause. No more. Name item. Great tree. Also don't know. Like delete that. It's likely not gonna use it. So those are panel. Okay, so this is the panel. The panel obviously will have some widgets of its own and some buttons. Or I don't know if it's best to organize this like instead of doing this, doing like for each menu. So game items, blessings, Book of Souls. So blessings, game items, settings. What else we have? We have the map, obviously. We'll keep those things in here. Because I was separating the things by systems before, but in this case, this is all pause menu. Unless I want to make the pause menu a system, in which case I can just drag this entire folder into whatever I call it. But we'll keep it in here for now. So I've got to like this UI, this prefabs folder. I've got to really clean it up. It's way too messy. Like the camera rig is not here. Characters, I don't know what characters means. So definitely gonna have to organize it later. But for now, it's fine. What do we have to do now? So now that we replaced highlight with, or sorry, select with highlight, that means that we don't care about, well, actually no, the other way around. So it means that we only care about changing the panel state when we select. So we'll do some other callbacks here. Or when the grid is highlighted. I think that's it. I'll just do some debugs for now, just so we can test to see if this is working. Highlighted. Right. Okay. Okay, so it's all linked. Out of bounds also here. Out of bounds is just so I can switch between different things. So what I can say here is I can do. Well, I guess I should. What I should really ask is like, what are the movement requirements here? So if I'm on grid, so or sorry, current dynamic state. If I'm on grid, then well, there's only one possible movement, so I'll just do an if. If direction is equal can we not just do this? Right. So then that's the only possible case where we actually want to do something. I'll keep this debug here just in case, and then I'll do another debug here. Again, right now we're just trying to see if this works, which why I'm putting debugs all over the place. Then we'll actually implement the logic. So this would be should move to roulette. Go back and see what happens with this. Okay. Do I have to set anything up? I don't think I do, actually. Okay, so it's not glitching anymore. Now, oh, yeah, okay. All right, so out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds should move to roulette. So the out of bounds select, sorry, not selection, detection is working. The highlights are also working. And I think, well, I think now it's a good time for me to implement this crowbar because this is all working. And if this crowbar works, then I can display a list of, with a grid, like a list of items, a list of enemies, a list of whatever I need with this. So it can be a neat setup. And for now, I'll keep the logic like this because the highlights and the logic to go to the orb roulette will depend on some other stuff. So we'll focus on this crowbar for now. Let's see. Oops. Keep doing this one. Oh, also, I have to fix the roulette. Like, I managed to get all the sprites correctly for the roulette, which is something that I needed to do. And I'll fix them now. I'll name them properly so I can export them correctly. Oops, sorry guys, hang on. Let's see the names of those sprites like the name we given them. That'd be here somewhere, right? You see, this is also something that is bothering me a little bit because it's not like it's hard to see things here. Arms will go into blessings. Maps? Oh, no, we don't. Huh. So put everything under pause menu. Slots. So slots are something that we're gonna use quite a lot, and then we have R, and obviously the scroll bar will be something else too. Scroll bar. Now put the sprites here. This shouldn't be text, this should be titles. And they are part of the UI too. Let's see if I'm talking about the same thing here. So, yeah, so those are essentially the same thing. Now, obviously, the naming convention is definitely not here. So I'll just make sure that everything's under here, and I'll delete those two folders. Okay, so did I name this? Because most of the, well, this is not, I'm gonna even put this into my famous old folder. I'm just not gonna delete it because I might need this now, but we're changing how this works. So we're definitely not gonna use this for the final version of the game. So I'll say sprite UI area map area strings. Same thing here. Oops. And the UI map here is just the UI, or at least it's how it should be. Well, we changed this too, so we have a new design for that, which is, where is it? Well, we don't really have a design. We just have like the layout of the menu, and then we'll need the actual map. But yeah, this one is gonna be something else. Well, we'll have to see how we do that. So that's why it's gonna go on the old folder, because we might need to redo this. Okay, so that cleans up a little bit. Items, what is this? Oh, those are all the items in the game. That's good. This is also part of, yeah. Are we saying items or game items? What are we actually? Game items. So we'll call it game items. Obviously, they're just items. Directables, materials, textures, shaders, gifts. Gifts are also part of the UI, I guess. Are they? Not really. Features. There it goes. So it should be part of features. Blessings. Gifts. That makes a lot more sense now. Emotes, effects, characters. Okay, so that is looking good in terms of organization. Stars. I don't know what that is. Skills. We're gonna need this. It's gonna be, well, not ability box anymore. This is gonna be skill box. And I don't know why I have that in multiple resolutions. Are we gonna need this? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about this now, but like if we are going to need this, it's something that I should really look into, because I haven't done this for all the UI pieces. And I understand that UI is gonna be the biggest issue with resolution. The other stuff, it's probably not gonna matter that much. But UI is gonna be a big deal. What I also don't know, because like ultra wide, why, like what should we change on ultra wide, or should we only care about vertical resolution? I don't know. We'll see. We'll call this skills. Yes, that's fine. And then I'll go under blessings. Okay. Well, that said, I don't know where the sprites are. Well, they're not pause menu, are they? They'll be blessings. There you go. Found it. I'll separate these into folders. So this will be slot or blessing slot. Oh, this is the older roulette, so I'm gonna delete those. We're not gonna use that anymore. But we are gonna use this. I don't know if I deleted something that I shouldn't have, but We'll see. I think not even that. I think we have a new one for the slots too. I'm pretty sure I saw it at some point. But we'll see, we'll see. Anyways, what we are focusing now is just this roulette here. So VFX. Why do we have a VFX in here? I'll put this into effects here. I'll organize that one later. But, materials. I mean, the material doesn't mean anything, so I'll delete that too. Ah. Wow. Okay. Right, okay. Well, we'll probably notice if something happens. So basically we have to rename them with the correct names. I'm gonna do this so it's a little bit easier for me to do things. So we'll start with this. And then left. I know I could just type, but I'm a little bit too lazy at the moment. So we'll do this. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. So this one is actually right. And this one is left. This one is left. And this one is right. Oops. This one is top. This one is top left. And this one is top right. Right. So we'll export those to the downloads, that's fine. And then I'll replace them and we'll have to do some additional work here. I know that, and that's fine. We can work on this thing directly, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll have to do some additional work here because we have to do we have any changes here? Doesn't look like it, right? So I guess I can work from here, that's fine. Cool. Mainly the positioning, I think, is what's gonna change. So let's see. All right. So let me replace this. Okay. Replace. Replace all. That was supposed to be replace all. What the what? Ah, there you go. What is this? Ah, okay. Sorry. Top. Don't know why I didn't recognize. What? That's fine. I'll have to reassign it. The whole point of doing this was so I wouldn't have to do this. That's fine, though. That's fine. Left. Okay. Right. Bottom. Top left. Bottom left. Bottom right. And top right. So we already can see a problem with the sizing, I guess. Are we preserving aspect ratios on all of them? Yes. So for example, this one would have to be a little bit bigger. So it could fit this. Now, it doesn't matter because technically this would be a problem because the raycasting would interfere with other stuff. But in this case, it doesn't matter because we're using math calculations to solve this. It's a roulette, so we're not actually selecting each one of the species. I'm just calculating the arc rotation of the mouse, and then I can select from that, which makes my life easier. Now, the problem is, as you can see, like I'm increasing the size of this and the icon inside is changing too. The main problem will be matching the icon sizes on all of them, but I'll figure something out. Okay, so let's first position them kind of how I want. Again, I'm trying to do this by hand. If I have to, I'll do it from code. I'd rather not, though. Really rather not. Yeah. The only thing about doing this by hand is that I have to do it in here and every other place that we display this. If I was doing by code, but then again, like code, I tried doing this by code. Like the selection is fine, it's easy, but the placement is all over the place and it fails on some resolutions. I feel like just doing this is better. Believe it or not, that's the one that works best for me, even with the playtesting and stuff. Okay, let's see. And then we'll do top's fine, top right. Let's work on this. Another. Could this work? No. Unless what I did was like I made the images the same size and that could be just one big image too. Honestly, like that could be one big image. I know for the other menu, like the one that we were working before, I can do just one image and just place where the prefabs are going to spawn, because I don't really care for that. Oh my. But we'll see. The problem is, like, also if you do one big image, if for some reason the placement goes out of position, the whole thing will look weird. At least if this breaks, you know, it's gonna look weird, but it's gonna look weird consistently. Okay. Oh. Okay, top and bottom should be aligned already. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I have to be careful with this. If I start doing things like, if it's not aligned, then my calculations are gonna be wrong too. So the left and everything that is left to go a little bit like this. The bottom one I'm only allowed to move like this. Yes, there we go. Okay, so that works. I feel like this one has a bigger gap though. Guys, I feel like if I put this up like this, yeah, it's gonna be problematic, right? So we have to go a little bit away from the center. Oh boy, decisions. Should have done this some other way, but that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's all good. That's a good thing, actually. Like, if I anchor the 4 directions, the other ones are the only ones that I have to actually do. So if I anchor, oh yeah. So there you go. Okay, so getting somewhere. Top right. Yeah, let's just. We could also cache this and try to code something based on this, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Am I changing the scale on this? Yes, okay, so I don't have to worry too much. Okay, now on those, I'll have to update the the native size is huge. What if I do send? Well, let's do the other way around. Yeah, save it. Let's make sure that this is instead center, and let's put a size like it. 120. I think 120 is too is not. 320 like that. Maybe. Why do we have problems? 320. Why was that a problem? Oh, that's weird. Now, obviously, I can see from this that the middle position doesn't mean anything. Also, I just noticed that 120 or 320, sorry, is a little bit too big. Doing this for now just so I don't have to deal with the headache of the prefabs for now. And we'll see how we go from this. 256. 256 seems to be a good match. I'll do a little bit smaller because I need to increase the size of this. Okay. Now, when I do the animations here. Oh, this is okay. So this is just for the entire roulette, and then the selection are within the widget. Okay. Right. So okay. So this is fine. This is fine. This one has to be adjusted. Oh, it's not even on the correct position. That's why. Well, that said, there are some that don't look as good. The ones on the right don't look as good. And it's just like a tiny adjustment to, well, yeah, that looks awesome. Okay. Now we have to go back to this and update some of those animations. So okay, increase the. We should increase the. Oh, should we deal with that? Because technically the thing should also increase, the slot should also increase a little bit. Well, let's deal with the other stuff for now. So we're doing canvas group for Are we doing a canvas group for this? Oh, no, because this is an entire thing, right? Do we have color transitions? Because in this case, what we could do is just so I don't have to. It's a little bit. Oh, it's just white, isn't it? It's a little bit too much, I think. Having to reorganize everything just for one animation. So the only thing that we change here is that it's going to be 0.05 by default. And it's going to be whatever. Oh, we're already changing this. Oh, okay. That is taking too long. And then we're already doing this. That's good. That's good. I'll copy this. Put it over here. And then we'll do 1. And then here, we also do this. 1, just to be sure. And then on the roulette, we come back here and we do, for those specifically, we have to change. Oh, actually, I did it wrong. Hang on. This should be. What? Okay. And then on those here, those 4, it's going to be a little bit different because we have this alternating opacity. So I have to come here and say 255 times 0.3, I don't know, okay, 76. And then same thing for reset. Also, reset should be instantaneous with us. So 0.01. Okay, reset. Okay. That works. Sorry, this is so stupid. Okay. I shouldn't be doing this by hand. Fine though, it's fine. It's how I built some time ago, and I don't want to change. Like I'm re-coding some of the stuff, but like there are some things that I don't want to change too much because they're already working, and I just gotta get this game done. Okay, so that's the new roulette. Well, not new roulette, but the better version of it. Let's just test it. Save it. See how it goes. My God, my eyes. Okay. Yeah, it looks amazing. As you can see, there's the intercalating. I feel like this is a little bit slow. But yeah, that works fantastic. I think that's awesome. That's beautiful now. Now it's perfect. You can see there is the perfect roulette with all the correct gaps and everything, and then you select one. The piece kind of comes to life a little bit, and it's very different from the other ones. Well, that's good. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna commit that. Me. Just making sure I commit, like, it's getting to a point like I have to commit every major thing that I do. Okay, so that solves the roulette once and for all. But now we have to be, well, not once and for all, but like the switcher roulette is complete. The one thing that I might do is just the feedback once you select it and the color, but like the way it is at the moment, it has all the effects, it has all the animations, I didn't see any bugs, like from what I was able to test it. So for now, sorry, for now it's complete. So let's work on this scroll bar. Okay, so this is one image, this is another. Okay, so that's good. I'll export those two. Okay, so let's see. So I feel like this should be the blessing stuff should be part of the in-game or UI in-game. And then we'll have the player container. I'll call it player container, that's fine. And then blessings will be part of this. I'll call it player information. Player container sounds weird. What is this menu? Oh, yes, okay, so we'll need this. This is gonna be, that's something else that I'm gonna have to do eventually. The selector, I think for console specifically, it's gonna be required. Arrows. Oh, we have those arrows. Those arrows are beautiful. Okay, so yes, let's... Forgot about those. Let's export them properly too. So, you see, if I go into this route of exporting by resolution, I would have to do for everything. And I can, because those are all SVGs. Obviously I'm exporting as PNGs, but those are all SVGs, which means that I can do 4K or, you know, quad HD or full HD. And I'll put so arrows, or yeah, arrows, that's fine. And then we have the select. I'll write a note so I researched this. So research if it's necessary. I'm exporting right now just so I don't get stuck with this. I'm exporting at the highest resolution possible. I don't know if there is a way for Unity to auto handle this resolution change for me. So I'll research this so I don't do anything stupid. Export the UI into multiple resolution. Write that down. So I do that. I do that when, you know, whenever I have the time. So for now, the selector is just this. That's fine. And we use this. So I'll kind of, unless I already have this implemented, which it's possible, but I don't think I did implement this. Navigation info. Not even using that arrow. Oops, what? Where is it? Structure. There you go. And so technically we should have two images here. That's what we have on Figma, isn't it? Yeah, we have two arrows. Even though this is the wrong arrows, but I have two arrows. Left arrow, which will be I can't do this specifically, can I? Because this has a layout group. Unless I do an empty object, call it container, or what is this? Yeah, it can be a container. Buttons. I'll say pause menu, top bar, and then buttons will be here, and then I'll copy this, paste it, or at least let's. Okay, let's remove it because it's not gonna allow me to do many things here. So let's put this here, and then we'll place it over here, and then this will be the correct. Which I have to remove it from here. This is so stupid. But for now, all we care is just replacing this with this. And then I can now do what I wanted to do, which is the left arrow, which is this 0. It's gonna be, I'm gonna use this. Let me quickly research, because I feel like if there's a wait, there's a way to do this automatically, then I should do that. More. I feel like this is something that should be done automatically, but if it's not, then I'll export. From what I see, I don't need to do this unless I want to like worry about performance, which I'm not gonna worry about it now. So here's what I'll do. Everything that I'm exporting now, I'm considering 2160, which is for 4K. Let's open this up just so I can see. Yes, so this is super crisp, by the way. Yeah, because this is 4K. This is huge. Like the image is never gonna be this size. So, yes. So I'll keep them as 2160 just for consistency, and I'll keep the other ones. I'm not gonna do an export right now for everything, but I already know that I can do this if that's required. And since everything is an SVG, it shouldn't be a problem. I'll put this as 2160, although I don't think I'm gonna use this. So here it comes. Actually, here comes the what was I doing again? I was doing the scroll bar. There you go. Scroll bar. I keep forgetting what I'm doing because I go into different topics. Let me close that. How did I get here anyways? I was doing... Okay, so let's... So how do we do this? Oh, I remember what I was doing. I was... See, this is what I mean. Like, I go into different things and I don't remember what I was doing. So this has to be squarish. Okay. For now, those arrows are not gonna do anything, but eventually they'll indicate if they go left or right. I'll just position this one because I don't have the prefab just yet. So that's good enough. Okay, so let's start building this. Okay. Hang on. This is the panel that we care about, right? And specifically this one. Okay, so yes. So the first thing that we gotta do is make it enough so that it can actually scroll. Make it enough items so we can actually scroll. For that, we need a scroll bar. Or not a scroll bar, we need a scroll view. And we also need a sort of mask. So we'll need like a scroll view. And then a contents. No. Or not content. This will be, yeah, content view. All right. And then this would be and then this will grow automatically, but this will be inside of this. So hang on, what do I need to do here? I need to make sure that 60 is 64. I'll copy this. Ah, I clicked the wrong thing. Or yeah, okay. So I copy this. I'll copy the whole thing and place it here, or paste it rather. What? What? Oh no, it's correct. Okay. I was looking at this at the top. I was like, what? Why? No, it's correct. Okay, that's good. then this would have to come over. Wait, hang on. What is this? What's the size of this? So we have to define the size of the display. So let's just put something like this, right? And then the content view, that will be how much of the content you'll be able to see. So if it goes downwards from here, it's gonna mask it out. It might make sense for me to go all the way down here, actually, if I think about it, because, you know, it doesn't make sense to cut it off. Unless I put like a gradient, but let's do it like this for now. And then this, the grid itself, will come here. And it already has everything that I need. All the components, that's good. Okay, so here we need the actual scroll view. Scroll rect, that's what it's called, not scroll view. But that's fine. The content is this. And it's only vertical. Oh, that's the viewport. I keep forgetting names. Viewport. There you go. And then we have a vertical scroll bar, which is what I'm gonna build right now. The scroll bar will be here somewhere, like something like this. So I'm wondering if that should be like, if I do this and I put a scroll bar here together with the scroll wheel, can I just do this? Ah, I can. That's good. That's good. Okay, because then I can put a margin like this. Yeah, and that's perfect. That's more than what I need. So top 0, we'll do 120. Yeah, that's fine. Probably not gonna be that big. Can probably do 80 with this. Okay, so now let's build the graphics. So sprites, UI, scroll bar, 2160. What is this again? Oh, this is the scroll bar. What is this? This is the actual bar. And this is like the handle. The sprite, UI, scroll bar, handle, 2160. Okay. That an image. Image. Bar. Should we have a scroll bar? Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Image bar. I'll make it fill the whole thing, so it's easier for me to just place it. And scroll bar. We'll preserve the ratio. Okay, let me just do that so I can see it. And we can see the arrows there too, so that's good. By the way, I don't... Yeah, those elements don't have the glow. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to see what I'm gonna do. Some element, I just noticed that some elements lost the glow that we have. So. And then we need an image for the handle. Image, handle. Which I don't know what the size should be. for this. Oh, that's way too big. Let's... do something like this. Is that good? Because then we would be able to move this up and down like that. So I don't know how I have to set it up. This will be the handle. And there's no color tint here. Handle rect. That would be this. The top to bottom. What? What? I don't know why it needs to control the size, but okay. Yes, so that's kind of it. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure if like I should make this a little bit bigger so it goes over like this, because I'm assuming uses the top rect, right? Yeah, it goes over a little bit too. Or if I can... Yeah, it goes over a little bit, so what's up with that? Ah, there you go. That's why. What? What is going on? Okay. Right, okay, so that's gonna be a little bit big. That's fine. Okay, so this is the scroll bar. Oops. Now, I don't know like if those values are something that I'm gonna have to change it later, but if we just look at this like so, you can see this does visually what I wanted to do. Now the question is how do we ensure that? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's gonna be massive. Can we set up a maximum size? Auto hide. Yeah, because this is gonna be a problem. Like, this is weird, right? We have to keep this fixed size. So say the size is always going to be maximum 0.3, for example. Right? So that's something that I'm going to do. But okay, let's for now, that's okay. We'll test. Just trying to organize this. So we'll try. We'll test, and for us to do that, we need to go to our data folder. Go to our database. We have to add a lot more of this. So I don't know if I just add the same one, if it's gonna create errors. I don't think it will, because it didn't do any check on exclusive types, which I should do at some point. I don't know. Like some of those things, they make sense when you're working on a team with a lot of different developers. That might do something that you are, developers or designers or whatever they do. That they might break while you're building. Well, it's it's me. I'm not gonna do something stupid here. I'll clean it up before I send it. I might do things like stupid things, but I don't know what they are. Like if I see on the grid like 14 different slots, knowing that I only have 3, then obviously we have a problem. So I did create this scroll bar. I can't seem to be able to interact with this though. Okay. Okay, so we kind of have a problem because we're right. I'll forget the keyboard controls, but I'm trying to figure out why this was a thingy. Like if we create a scroll bar here, what components do they come with? The scroll bar, an image for the background. Sliding area. Ah, that's what I need to do. The scroll bar. Right, okay. Here we go. Let's set it up properly. So we need, instead of doing this, which is stupid, we'll do a sliding area. Then we'll do the handle here. And what does the handle have? Nothing. Huh. Okay. Okay, so the problem that I can't interact is not like my setup is actually there's something that is blocking me, like blocking the mouse. But the grid is working, which is good. Okay. So let's. So this is gonna be a nightmare to debug. So. Right. Why can I not interact with it? Is that by maybe I did something on purpose? I'm trying to remember if there was anything that I've done. Okay, before I panic, I'll remove all the other panels that we're not using. Just to be sure. So nothing. Prefab input. Prefab input. Keep doing something should. Yeah, no, I don't see any inputs from the mouse. Which is weird. I basically closed everything else, so maybe it's this. Maybe this is the problem. Huh. Now, I truly don't remember if I had something in the game that used the mouse before. Because I think that might be the issue. Like, we don't have, like, something with the Unity input system is kind of broken. Because I think that was a problem anyways, because I had the issue with that I had to send events downwards, like downstream. So that might be something that I have to look into. And by that I mean right now. So I guess I'll create a test scene for the UI. Because I feel like there's a lot of different components on the UI that I have to test. Yeah, let's create a scene for or this. I'll go toilet real quick and then I'll continue. But like, I remember having this problem with a different scene, and I hope that's not what I'm thinking of. So I'll duplicate from the blessings. We'll do UI for Senoue. Yeah, and we'll start from that. I'll be back in a bit. Okay. Alright, okay, so let's see. What we have to do is, well, we duplicated the scene. And the reason I duplicated the scene is because I just want to test like a stupid thing. So yeah, nothing. It doesn't do anything. Let's create the, what is it called? The event system. Still no events. Now, that might be my, like this. That might be player, If I don't have a player, will I be able to play the game? Or will I be able to press start? I don't remember. Don't remember how much I can remove before it starts breaking. Let's see. Oh. No errors. Okay. Still no events being... See, this is where I think it's so weird, because... I mean, if I want to go super far, I'll duplicate the scene so I don't do stupid mistakes, but if I want to go super hard, I would go this and delete, or sorry, delete everything else, literally everything else. I'll need a camera, right? Let's see if that works. Because I've been having this issue with the UI detection for a while now, and I don't know exactly where it comes from. Okay, so in this case it works. So clearly there's something in my scene that makes it all work. So I'll put everything back on if I can. I'll delete this, the UI. Let's see what happens. We're gonna break something. It's gonna start breaking. If I start deleting, it's gonna start breaking. But again, like, we already have enough problems, and all we care about is the event detection. We don't care about those errors here. Nothing. So it wasn't the game UI. I'll delete the input. I think I know what the problem is though. I think I know the problem is. I think the problem is that I'm deactivating some of the maps, and for example, the pointer and point. Hang on, which one am I using for checking inputs? Is it the UI? Scroll left, confirm, cancel. Yeah, it might be the UI actually. So why does that not work then? Or does it work and I didn't pay attention? Okay. That's kind of fine. Okay. Sorry, this is just, I'm trying to really think, like, I don't know what's going on. I know that when I switch the control scheme, I'm deactivating. No, not the control scheme. Switch. See actions. Ah, there you go. That's where I wanted to get. So this is where I do basically everything. So input action assets. Yes, we disable. Do we need to disable it? No, because we still want to control the keyboard. Another possibility might be that I just didn't set it up correctly. No, I did. It is fine. Okay. Ah, hang on, let me test something. Ah, I probably broke something. Let's see. Okay, definitely broke something there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see. So we have We have the pause menu. Then we have this canvas here. I'll delete. Wait, where's. Where is Atlas? I'll delete Atlas. And I'll keep everything else, because... Okay, still not doing its thing. Oh, what? Okay. Let's enable all of them. Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I do have some idea. But this works. So, what? That works. I don't know what's going on then, because I thought that was a event system issue, but it's not, which is a good thing. Because if that was the problem, I would go insane. So I'll delete this event system. Well, let me test with this. Hang on. Okay. Right. Let's put well, let's put these inside of a another canvas. I just here. It's the exact same setup. Let's see. It doesn't work. No. Why is that? Ah, it's the order. There's something. And that was already 999 if I remember correctly. The sort order of the canvas. There's something that is going over this. So this is 5. This is 3. This is 0. Oh, starting layer. Is that what it is? Oh, that's world space. I don't think we should care for this. Do we have any other canvases? Oh, we have this one. Is this the problem? No. No. I'll even delete this just to be sure. No, that's not a problem. Game UI, overlay, world UI. We have the pages, but that shouldn't cause this. Okay, here's what I'll try. I'll create a page here. I'll keep this 999, yes. And then I'll put place that there. No, still nothing. I calculator the big number will work, but I don't know what the problem is. Like which one has? We have one with 10,000. Yeah, we have something that is on 10,000 that is blocking the UI interaction. And I don't know if it's a I mean, it has to be a canvas, right? I think. Ah, it's this. Ah, I found it. Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. All right, let's fix it. So it's prefab scene loader. That's why it was always a problem, because I had something that wasn't in the scene interfering with why is this search bar so stupid? Like, or am I doing something wrong? Like, I truly don't understand. Why is it so difficult to read prefab scene loader? Am I searching for a specific type of thing? And I'm not. Because on the search itself, you can find it. Well, like, it doesn't show in here. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, so for us to fix this, we have to, after whatever we do is done, we have to kind of disable the thing. Let's see what is that about. Okay. So the scene loader itself is gonna have a canvas attached to it, and canvas. There you go. So we do have the canvas here. Now, what do we do with this canvas? Set the world camera. Is that what we do? Okay. So here's what I'll do. Is this is where we do the whole thing, right? We load the synchronous. And we hide all transitions. And then, oh, okay, so we load, we switch it up. Okay, that makes sense. And then we begin our transitions, we wait for everything, we hide all transitions, we aim the thing, and then we'll, let's say, this. Let's see if that fixes it. Because the goal of this is that I won't be able to interact. Well, first I'll be able to see all the transitions, you know, the animations between the scenes, but also I won't be able to interact with any UI elements while the thing is happening. So in this case, that's good, but it's also interfering with the normal gameplay. And what I'm trying to understand now is if I do this, and just doesn't even need it anymore. We can keep the same as the parent. Still nothing. Oh. It didn't disable. By the way, I made a mistake here. Could be true. try this. Okay. Okay, so this one works, but this one still don't do anything. Now let's understand why that is. Okay. It doesn't work here, but it works there. Now why that is. Something like one of the parent groups is doing something stupid. Maybe this one. Yeah, and I don't mind doing this for the blessings specifically. Or was it this? No, it was the blessings, yeah. Because in this case, I'm actually gonna need this. In some cases, I might not even want the mouse interaction. All right, okay. Okay, so a couple of things. We got the mouse interaction to work, and we also got this scroll to work. Like you can see that it's going correctly. So a couple of things that we have to do is one thing is if we go into our prefab, we have to click this. Ah, that's why we don't do it. Well, we can do this, right? So on show, we do, what is this called? Ignore parent groups. And on hide, we go with it. Right? That should fix the problem. Oh. Look at how many, there are too many objects. That's why it's a little messy. But when I change it to the pages system, I'll be able to clean up a lot of this, and I might not even have canvas groups in here anymore. So groups, canvas groups. I don't know, whatever how you say it. I won't have them anymore. I don't think, because with the pages, like right now it's not. It's all like single components, but once it's a page, like this will be almost like its own canvas. So when it's disabled, then it doesn't matter. Like I'm not gonna need those canvas groups anymore. Right. That said, I need to do a few things. So first thing is, oh, I don't need this anymore. Oh, that's a good thing. And on the viewport here, I'll add some padding on the top and the bottom. So I honestly don't know. So it's 120. Maybe 120 is too much. Also, we need a mask, right? So we have a viewport or scroll view, scroll bar. No, where is it? Viewport. There we go. Should we add a mask here? So mask. And then we'll say add an image. I mean, do we have a square? No. I will do a mask. And then we do this. And then we can close that. By the way, that doesn't matter because I'm deactivating this. But just so we don't make mistakes, that should fix it for now. I'll have to replace everything with a page system soon because this is starting to get like slow me down. I wasted a good hour just debugging the input system, and it wasn't the input system, it was the page system that was broken because we're still using the old methods. So I have to do that. I have to fix this. Okay. Yes, so there is some padding, which is good, and the mask, I should say, is working correctly. I would just place something here so it doesn't look like this here. But other than that, that's good. That's what we want. Now, oh, that's the problem. We're controlling the scroll bar with this, and I don't want that. I want the scroll bar to be controlled some other way. I don't want it to be controlled by our navigation. Should I do that? There we go. I should just disable navigation because I want this, but I want this. Sorry, and I want this, but as I go here, I want this to scroll automatically. Okay, a couple of updates. So can I just do this and apply the thingy? Again. Good. Top to bottom. It's bottom to top. Is also gotta do that. Okay, last thing that we have to do to make this scroll bar work is on the code. We have to figure out how to do it. How to do the scrolling here. So how do we do that? Okay, so we don't need this anymore. Oops, we don't need this anymore. We only need... We're probably gonna just touch the base controllable grid. That's the only code that we're gonna need. Also, I have a lot of debug here, but I'll keep it for now. Okay. So let's see, what do we need to do? So let's think about this. The first thing that we gotta do, that we're gonna think about is, we will only ever need to change the scroll when we highlight a new widget, right? Because if not, then nothing happened, nothing moved. So here would be a place, all right? And we can create some methods here. So let's create two things here. So we'll do region. All these scrolling methods. Wide. Call it update scroll for selection, maybe. For not selection, for highlights, because that's what we're doing. Highlights. Okay. Well, for us to do anything, we're gonna need some references too. We're gonna need the reference to this scroll rect. So let's do that. Oh yes, I'm being protected because I need access to protect it. So we'll need access to this on other scripts. Okay, so we need a scroll rect. Scroll rect. Oh wow, what was that? Okay, so something else that I'm gonna do real quick is, do we have no? We'll do after this. We'll do. Scroll rect would be in the parent, right? Likely. Scroll rect will have to be in the parent. Let's see, scroll rect. That might be a problem, but we'll test it. That's just for convenience. Okay. Okay, so, well, I'll actually do, because we have settings here, we'll do it down here. We'll say scrolling link. we'll do this, and then we'll do 2 other variables that we might need. So we need. Well, we only need that for now. I'm just gonna reference right. What do we need here? So we're calling this. Well, we're not calling this anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. And we also have one where well, I'm sure there is a place where we set this to 0. That's the only place. Okay. So those are the only 2 places that I need. I think so. Move out of bounds, we don't care. Okay. So let's build this method. First, well, simple stuff. We gotta check if screwRect is null. And we also need to check if the selected widget is null. Because if one of those are null, then we don't want to do anything. We don't even care, right? Then we need to tweak a little bit the canvas or the screwRect. The screwRect rect transform. So rect transform. And in this case, even though we know the rect transform is the grid, we'll actually access from the rect transform just in case we do something stupid, right? So I'll do var. We'll do content. We'll do correct content. There you go. And we also need the viewport. And this viewport, this is something also like I should always set those up. And I'll put another if here. So if content or is null or viewport is null, let's put a debug here, debug.error. Viewport or content is not set on the rect or the correct. Because I've got to remember to always do this. Okay. So what do we do? Oh, we also need, so we can calculate the position correctly, we need the widget. I'll call it widget. I think I can do that. That will be the selected widget dot rect transform. And we'll also check that here. Although, in that case, it's never going to be null, so we don't need to. Okay, now I have 2 options here. The scroll can either be horizontal or vertical. So I'll make this public. And I'll do 2 methods. Call it protected vertical void scroll vertical. to target. And we'll do another one. But we don't care too much about this now. Scroll horizontal to targets. And then in here we just do a simple if statement. So if correct is vertical or vertical. Vertical. And in here, we don't do else because the scroll can actually go vertical and horizontal and vertical, right? So we don't do an else, but we just check whatever it is and then we'll move accordingly. Scroll horizontal. There. Now, what do we need in those functions? We need we need a few things actually. We need essentially what we got here. So let's call the same thing. So rect transform. So that'll be content. Rect transform viewport, and then rect transform widget. Oh, let's say target. Right? We're calling target, so let's call it target. What do we need to do here? We need essentially to get the position where this is first, the content or the scroll rect content, and then we also need to consider the viewport, right? So I guess what we can do here is just something like this. It's gonna be a little bit darker here, isn't it? I'll be finishing this thing, so I'm not gonna turn the lights just yet. Turn on the lights. So we'll do var, call it content local position. I'll do content dot local position. Can we do that? Yes. We're also gonna need content height. So content dot rect dot height. And then we need the height of the viewport so we can calculate the percentage. Viewport height. I could potentially cache those values because I'm not gonna need them after this, but I'll keep it simple for now. Content heights, viewport heights. So this case is where the content is smaller than the viewport, so it's within the viewport anyways, which is going to be the case probably. So in this case, we just do scroll rect dot vertical. One. And just for now, just so I can understand if this is working, I'll do a debug dot log. Content is smaller than viewport. Okay. So for the other cases is where I actually need to do it. So we'll do target enter y. So before we do this, we need to calculate. Okay, so I'll actually do a helper function down here. Let's go, because I need to get the center y. So get local center y. And we're gonna need to calculate this, we're gonna need direct transform content and rect transform. And well, we're gonna need to use a few Unity functions here. So we'll do world center, gonna be target, transform to point. Then we'll do target rect. That way we get the world center, and then we're gonna need the local center. So local center, we'll do content, inverse, transform to transform point, and then we'll pass in the world center, which we calculated, and then we return just the y. Oops. Local center y. There you go. We'll have to do the same thing for the x. I'm separating into two different methods, but they do essentially the same thing. Just so it's a little bit easier, right? They're the exact same thing. But one is going to return the y, the other one's going to return the x. And I don't care about the z, obviously. So when we say this, right? So when we say float center, we're essentially saying get this. We need the content and the target. Right. Now the value might be negative in this case, so I don't have the absolute value. Okay, so now we need the normalized position because we need to figure out like where this is, right? So what do I mean by normalized position? Like, say the rect is 100 and I'm position 20, so I need to get the normalized position between 0 and 1, so I can apply it to the scroll rect. So I need to move 20% up, something like that, right? Now, I don't know if I have to lerp it. I might have to. So just so you know, like this is going to be var out of var because I'm okay. Let's keep consistent. Normalized position, and it's going to be 1 minus whatever, right? And then we'll have to do something like rect, correct, normalize, vertical, obviously, right? Normalize position. I think that. So I don't know, not sure if need to look, because I might need to. Okay, so what do I need? I need to get, because I need to divide two values, right? Basically, I need to divide the target center y by the content height. But that's not as simple, right? Because the content height, it's going to be impacted by the size of the viewport, right? So it doesn't matter, like, say, for example, if my viewport is 100, but my content is 200, then the 100 that is not within the viewport kind of doesn't matter. I think that's it. So we'll subtract. Is that what we do? Subtract. Yeah, we'll try this. Viewport height. I don't know about this. So I have to get half of the viewport here. Okay. Let's test it. We'll see how it's gonna go. So content, viewports, widgets. Wait, what? I thought the viewport was a rect transform. Oh, it is. What? Did I spell it wrong? What is going on? What? Viewport? Viewport? Viewport. What do you mean it's not accessible? What is going on? Why do... Like, yesterday was the same thing. Like, I had a problem with... What was it? It was like something that Unity wasn't updating. Oh, it was the start method wasn't being called for whatever reason. Then I pressed some buttons and then I start calling again. Like, why do those things happen? You see... What? Ah, no, that... Okay, sorry. That wasn't me. Instead of a... Okay, that wasn't me, sorry. Okay, I see now. Sorry. That's not anyone else's fault. It's just mine. Now, oh shit! Because there was an error. It's gonna take forever to compile. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll open the prefab again. And because this is all on the grid. I didn't do the thing. That's fine. Where is the scroll rect? I didn't call this proper, so it's not scroll, just scroll rect. Oh, let me see. Scroll rect. Ah. Okay. I feel like columns should come from something else. I shouldn't set this. This is lazy. Or if it's a getter, I have to define if it's something that I'm setting, like the maximum amount of columns is 2, which doesn't make sense because I already have the grid and I can do that on the grid. Or if it's something that I'm saying, oh, listen, I have that amount of columns. Which again, doesn't make sense. So I have to remove that. Now, well, let's keep it in here because I'm working on the UI here anyways. Cool. Okay, so that does work, right? Obviously. In this case, I don't want the... I don't want the scroll bar. Ah! Scroll rack, yes. Okay, I don't want the scroll bar to... Oh, sorry, the scroll rack. This has elastic. Just do clamps. Yeah, because then it doesn't create those issues. I have to adjust this lighting area too, right? Or at least I should. Ah, well, okay. All right, but yeah, that fixes it, and yeah, elastic. I mean, elastic is for mainly mobile devices, right? We don't use that for anything else. I don't think. Okay, so it works, but it's not great, right? So here's what I'll do. I'll have to, because we do have some animations. So what I'll do is I'll wait. Like I'll literally wait to do this. So I'll call this, and this is gonna be an async. And we're gonna set a delay here. I'll say a second. Because it kind of looks weird, yeah. Should select first and then scroll. So float, selection, delay. Say 1 second for now. We can change. We also do a boolean. Yeah, because some cases we might not want this, and if that's the case, then fine. So we wait a little bit. Let's see if that fixes the issue. Okay. I'll also delete this because no need for that. Okay, I broke something. um, Is this the problem? Cause what? Like, what's working with? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. All right. Ooh. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Huh. Weird. Like, it really did stop work. It wasn't the thing. It's just... Was it the... Was it this? Is the... Okay, just gotta... Tomorrow's coming. Fine. Okay, so who waited? Waiting. Just to see if it's something that broke with the wait for a second. It shouldn't, but it might happen. In some cases. Okay. About to wrap it up. Just want to get this working and yeah. So off stream before tomorrow, I'll likely... What is on my list? Let me see. That's gonna be the last thing I'll be able to do today, unfortunately. So I'll probably start with the statue interaction. I might have to finish on stream, but that's good because it's gonna be some animations. Fixing the grid now for the UI, we'll have to build the roulette. Well, let's finish the UI first. So I'll probably set up the roulette and the skill info, and we might tie it up like on stream. And then the statue interaction. Probably those two things are going to be the main focus for tomorrow. But let's see if that works first, because it was working before. Don't know why it got slow again. No. Waiting and so yeah, it really is a synchronous problem. Okay, so I'll make this a coroutine then. Hang on. Before I change the whole thing, can we... What if we lurk this? I might end up having to do the enumerator anyways. Scroll. Scroll vertically. That's the same name as this, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So here we do the lerping, and we do the lerping while the values are not similar. And then we do yield, turn, yield, wait for end of time. Well, this be better because then we'll keep everything on the main thread. That might be the problem. We're switching to a different thread. All right, let's see if that works. Hopefully it does. Because I don't know if switching threads while we update the UI is a good idea. Also, we're not using this, so I can delete this. Another thing that we could do. The problem is, like, I don't know if this. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's test this first. Because I feel like if we start moving too fast, I don't know if this code is going to catch up. Yeah. And I'm not sure if the correct thing is a delay or just a faster, snappier movement. But we'll see. Test now. And Unity got a lot slower again. Oh, it's fine. Fine, it's fine, it's fine. So it's... Yeah, the lerping isn't great, actually. But yeah, the problem was... Okay, so I have two new information. So lerp doesn't work. I'll try to use a twinning library for this. Let's see. And we cannot use a second thread to wait for things, because Unity doesn't like UI on the second thread, or not different thread than the main thread, I guess. So we'll do... We'll try to... Let's see, what can we do here? So we'll do scroll, rect. My screen got black for a second. Scroll rect. Transition. Vertical normalized position. How can I make this into a... I'll test this real quick because I don't think I have a method for transition. We don't have one, right? Do we have a float? No. What can we do? We have time transition. No. Okay, we don't have an event for this, so we'll try this. Let's see. The problem with the lerp is that if we overshoot, it will try to snap back. So it's almost like maybe the better solution would be even figure out what the direction is and then increase or decrease. And if we overshoot or if we get close enough, then we stop the coroutine and we or somehow build a lerping for that, or not a lerping, a twinning function for that, which is a possibility, but I feel like that's too much work just for one thing. Let's play. That's already much better, by the way. But it's still the problem with the lerping. Right? At the edges, you can see like it overshoots and it tries to correct itself. One of the things that we can do to fix this is just cache this coroutine. So we can cache it. Blurb, scroll, blurb, coroutine. And because if for whatever reason we overshoot, then it doesn't matter because on the next cycle we can fix. We can, so like it's gonna target a different position, so it can fix itself. So why is this? Is it unnecessary? Can I do this? Oh, okay, cool. I could swear that this was a problem some time ago. Oh, good. All right, let's test this. If this works, then I feel like the scroll bar is good enough. So we'll be ready to go into other things like the roulette and the information here. Let's see. Let's test this one first. We'll see how it behaves. I think. Yeah, I think that will work. Okay. Come on, Unity. Like after, it's always like when I'm working, and I didn't close the project since this morning, so it's probably about 10 hours open. It's like it's the same. I have the same theory. Oh, it's still doing it. It does it at the edges. Because it probably is trying to get to 1. Like if I go to the scroll bar, it's trying to get to 0, but it can't get to 0. And in this case, it's trying to get to 1, but it's overshooting. Okay. So, it's better, but we can make it even better if we just do a simple target position math clamp between... I guess we can do clamp 01 in this case, target position. Because all we gotta do really is just make sure that this is between 0 and 1. And ideally, like if it's 0, it should be a little bit more, and if it's 1, it should be a little bit less. But we'll keep this. This should be enough to fix the overshoot at least. Because 1 and 0 are possible number. So we'll try those. Okay. All right. Come on, idiot. Okie dokie. Play. And like this morning, we were working on like the regions, like defining what each region is gonna be like, or like theme. Like, you know, every region in the game is gonna have a common theme. Like one has a theme of rocks, essentially. The other one is like ancient technology. Pretty fun stuff. I'm excited to get to work on those things, but we still gotta wrap up the foundation. All right, so no overshooting here. No overshooting here. I think that's good enough. And you can see that the scroll bar itself, right? It stops at the correct location. I do think it's a little bit too big, but again, like, I don't think it matters that much. But okay, so we have these slots here, and I can control them with my keyboard, and the scroll bar follows. And if I want to use my mouse, I can also use my mouse. The only thing that I cannot do right now is clicking on those things. So I will do that now. And I don't know if the clicking will just highlight them, or if the hover will highlight them. I don't know what's best. I think, right, the best thing to do would be the hover will highlight. And if I click, then I actually select the thing. I think that's what I should do. And I'll add a little sound effect on it too, if I remember how to do that, because I was using Fmod. I don't know if I can still use it. All right, but that's pretty much the last thing we're gonna do today. Let's see if we can make this work and wrap up the day on a good note. Where is it? So this is... Yes, I guess. Is that the widget? I think so. It just doesn't have any... Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So I'll add a container for the sound effects. So it was Fmod. It's Fmod something. Bank loader, event emitter, might be this one. Global parameter, listener, play. What is this? Oh, that's for music, not for sound effect. Event emitter. Sound effects. UI. Click. Yay. Got it. Okay. then what we can do is when we highlight, we trigger this. Okay. Now, for now, what I'm gonna do is, well, we've got to identify hovers. How do we identify hovers? I forgot. Let's Google it. Unity hover, or Unity C#, identify hovers. I think I point enter handler. That's it. Okay. So let me grab the script that I'm working on. Which is this. I point. What is it called again? I pointer enter handler. There we go. Now this must have some methods. There we go. Okay. Keep forgetting those things. Pointer lengths. There we go. We also have an issue. Well, we have a few issues actually that I just thought of that we have to fix, and I'll fix them today too. I pointer exit handler. So this is for when we exit. Although I shouldn't do this. Never mind. If I remove, it should keep select the last one that I was on, because that's how I think it should work. So highlight. I don't need this for now. Now if I do highlight, so you know what we need to do here? I don't know. The reason I don't know is because, hang on. We have the controllable grid that has all those things, right? But say I attach an event to the highlights. Because if I do what I'm about to do, as if I do this, it works obviously, but the previous one will be still highlighted. So that's not what I want. How can we fix this? We don't need this anymore, and this is not async. Can't be async. We don't need this thing. Right, and we don't need this. Okay, so I'm about to do some event listeners, I guess. So I have to do, well, because we're handling the selection because not really selections, highlights, right? So we're highlighting an item. Selection will be something else. Selection is when I actually press a button and then, or click, and then I have that selected. The highlight is I'm hovering over it. Which might be confusing at some point, and I understand that, and I'll have to fix it. So we'll do protected virtual void, because this is a class, so a base class that will override widget, UI widget, manual, on. So let's highlight. Let's handle the highlight first. We'll do the selection some other time because we're not using it now. Okay, so when do we know we are highlighting from here versus highlighting manually? I think that the only way to know is if we change this. But I don't want to change the base class because I don't think the base class should be concerned if it's manual or this should be from here. Maybe. Maybe something like this. Because when I say manual, it's like it's not with like it doesn't like the selection doesn't come from system, and that also works for when like we have a tutorial and we want to say go to this menu and select this item for the player, and that will do the same thing. That's not a method. That's a property. Okay. And then obviously in here it doesn't matter. And it should be concerning here because this is the base class again. But on the grid class for this specifically, that's where we should do it. So this is gonna be region UI grid methods, because this is how we initialize the grid. So that's already working. We're not gonna touch this, but we are. Come on. We are gonna create some events or event listeners or callbacks. Which are the I already had the thing. Event listeners. Okay. We are gonna need some mono behavior methods here too. So mono behavior methods. What about wait? We'll do start. Okay. Although I could do okay. No, this is also going to be a problem. I'll have to change this slightly. So okay, this is a challenge. because I can't just call this, because this will just call the method, and I'll have to listen to all of the widgets in the grid to make sure that, you know, to listen to all the widgets on the grid, and I'll have one event, but I won't know like where it comes from, because this highlight thing is not okay. So I understand it shouldn't come from this. It should actually come. It should actually come from a different event. And I'll have this event here. And this might be useful for other classes, but since I'm only using this for this class specifically, I'll do it in here. And if the case is that more widgets needed, I'll move it into the base widget class. So we do Unity events. Come on, Unity events on highlights on manual widgets highlight, and that'll pass in the I think I need to well, let's do UI widgets blessing. Okay, and then we'll call, instead of doing this, I'll just call this right. Now it's okay if I do this, because I might need to do this separately. Like, so I don't even need this. I think the init is called where? Refresh, okay, that's fine. And then when we disable, we do the thing. Okay. Oh, not, sorry, not that. There we go. Okay, so on highlight, we don't need that actually. We just care about the highlight. And we do the same thing here. And we just remove the listener. So we clean up properly. Okay, so now we have a link where if we hover with the mouse, or if we say from a different point in the game that we want to select this specifically, we can do it. And now we just have to tell the grid that this has been selected, or being highlighted. My phone battery is dying. My headset or earbud, whatever. It's not earbuds. What is it called? It's those JLab things. It was super cheap when I bought it. Okay, so we gotta go to the grid and tell that something has been selected. So this is scrolls. This is selection. Oh, this is select when I'm moving, right? But we gotta say set as set highlight. And I will say int index. Now, we don't know the index, right? But we can figure it out because there is a method for getting the index, or maybe we don't have it. But we can do it. Right, so it's a base menu widget. Okay. Okay. So we pass in the widget, and then we get back the index of our m widgets, right? Index of widgets. What? I don't understand. What's going on? Controllable widgets. By the way, what the fuck is this? Base controllable widget, T and D. What are T and D? T, where T is base widget T. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. So we pass in with the type and then we get the index of. Okay, sorry. That was on me. Okay, so let's get now the index of this widget. So widget index, and then we say grid. What is it called? Oh, this is the grid. I forgot about this. So get widget index from the widgets, and then we say set selected or set highlighted. There we go. With the widget index. And then here, all we've got to do, I say that as if it was super simple. It's something along those lines, which I have no idea what it is. So we'll just paste this code here and figure it out. So we don't care about direction now. Oh, there you go. So new widget index. So that's it. So we care about this. So we can remove all of this. Very simple. And this is the new index. What the shit? Okay. And then we update the scroll. Good God. That was a lot of work just for, well, it is a lot of work because we're supporting keyboard and mouse and gamepad. So it has to be a lot of work. What the shit? Just answering my girlfriend real quick. If that works, then we are good to go. And I also fixed the first selection because we always start at 0, but it wasn't highlighting it. While I was doing that thing, I fixed it. Just so it's good. I'll also see if we can hear the sound effect, because that would be a good thing too. Let's see. I like this project. I wish I could spend more time on it, because I'm kind of part-time on this. You know, whenever I have time, though, I spend a lot of time working on this, as much time as I can. But this project is fun. I like it. And it's shaping up to be really interesting. I don't know if people are gonna like it. I've tested it on older version, and some people liked it, but I think they mainly liked the art style. They didn't really play the game. I feel like now that we're building those systems properly and polishing it, now we're gonna have a real reaction from people. Okay, so we can hear the thing. I don't know. There's one thing that I don't know. Is, you see, like, I'm not even scrolling and it scrolls itself. Right, it works, but I don't like this. I don't like this specific thing here, this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a boolean here, because in some cases I might want the auto scroll. So I'll say auto scroll, and I'll say this is gonna be false. But if it's true, like if there's a situation where this is true, then we'll do it. But in this case, I don't want it. All right, this is fun. It's fun when things start working. So we successfully built this here. Obviously, like, the content is not there, but like in terms of mechanics and code, this left panel, let's say, it's done. And tomorrow we'll start working on the roulette. So let's just make sure it's working as intended now. And it's good to have the gamepad, the keyboard, and the mouse working. It's a little annoying, as you can see, like I have to do a lot of jumps to make sure I don't break anything. But it's fun, and it works. That's the main thing, right? Okay. All right, we have a final adjustment, which is the mouse scroll. Like, it only works if I'm highlighting an item. So I'll put an image here, because obviously we can do this, obviously, but some people use the mouse scroll. So I'll fix this, and then I think we're done, because it's working, it's perfect, and I can switch between keyboard and mouse. And it's beautiful. Okay. So I'm assuming that the main issue here is do I put it on the viewport? Well, this already has an image, so no. I'll be here, wouldn't it? So, image. And I don't know how this works, but I'll put it as 1 alpha, just to test it. I remember that at some point that we had to have this one as the alpha to get it working. I don't know if that's still true, but I'll just test with this and then I'll see if I can remove it later. All right. Those days, you know, my channel has been a little bit slower for the past 1.5 years, pretty much. Like those past few days that I've been able to stream was really productive, so good to do those things. And now I just have to find the time to make some of the videos too, because I have a lot of ideas and a lot of new stuff to share. So yes, that works, but I can see the image, but it's fine, it works. Now let's see if we can remove the alpha. Oops. Oh, we can. Okay, awesome. So yeah, that works. And I can scroll with the mouse scroll and with my mouse too, which is a lot faster, by the way. And with here, and if I want to switch to my keyboard, I can switch to my keyboard. Okay, all working. Awesome. I should test the gamepad, but I don't have a gamepad on me, believe it or not. But I'll test it when I can. But if it works with the keyboard, I know it works with the gamepad because I've already spent a lot of time working on those two things. Oh, good. Okay, so we got it. It's working. All right, that's it for today. Beautiful stream. Being really productive on those streams. And tomorrow we'll come back to work on this roulette, which should be a lot of fun. I was trying to figure out some interactions that we can make because this is an important panel. Like maybe Atlas is looking at the mouse, or you know, we can put some cool animations. So we'll work on that. Like we'll work on the foundation tomorrow, and if we have time, we'll do some of the polished stuff. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you a lot for being here, and we'll see you next time.